Oh my god, oh wow, I love adding the 0.5D to a 3D model. Look at me go. Oh wow, OG Ruby, wow, he.
Oh shit, they got the definition wrong. Oh, not a big deal. I'm sure people corrected them in the comments. Yes, it's great. This is great use of 2.5D. Oh my god. Awesome. Great use of. Some animals give me bonus. Hey, yo, what the fuck is that commenter going on about? What the fuck? I'm making this video because people on TikTok piss me off. Welcome to my channel. Now before I start this off, I just want to say, don't go harassing anybody in this video if you know them at all. They made a beautiful looking 3D model, and just because they got some fuck-ass definition wrong doesn't mean you get to harass them. Hell, this entire video can probably be taken apart and will be in the comments. I know you. And if you make a good enough point, I'll pin your comment, and I'll even print it off onto my wall.
Love like you. I always thought I might be bad. Now I'm sure that it's true. 'Cause I think you're so good. Yeah, nothing like you. Look at you go. I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special.
That being said, note something I just said. They made a beautiful looking 3D model. How can a 3D model have 2.5D on it? Well, you nosy little fuck, that's what I'm here to tell you. It can't. Alright, see you again in 3 years when I decide to make another video. Bye-bye! Okay, there's more to it, but what the hell is 2.5D? What's the difference between that and 3D? And why can't I get that damn 5.1 inch length, roughly 4.5 inch girth cylinder unstuck from a mini M&M tube filled with butter and microwave banana? I can't risk power tools damaging the interior cylinder. I don't know how to help you with that last one, but I can help you answer the first two. Kind of. And for that, we need to go back in time. Back to when computers were considered revolutionary shit. And look back at a young, aspiring game dev. Like this guy. Look at him, so young and carefree, and actually wanting to make a game and something fun, and that doesn't have 113 fucking DLCs. One of them being the weather. You have to buy fucking rain. Okay, yeah, so you're a game dev roughly in the 80s, and you know how to code and all that, sure, but how are you gonna render that sick-ass game to the computer screen? Well, since computers are adult Legos... Oh, one moment. Hello?
I am Amon McNeff. It is I, owner of Bricks.
Anyway. Plug in the 5090 Ti XT67, whatever the fuck to the motherboard, and turn on the SS5 to have the fucking highest graphics settings known to goddamn. No, you're not doing that, because that doesn't exist. Sure, there was graphics chips, but they didn't do anything extra like generate an AI picture of a dog twerking or mine a fucking made-up currency that doesn't exist. No, all they did was translate code to color, text, and sprites and whatnot. So while modern day people are ranting about how many explosions they can simulate while bombing a virtual city, old school people were ranting about how, dude, I just got a new shade of cyan! That being said, owning one was the difference between being able to read shit on screen and having to translate fucking binary lights.
That's code for I'm getting late.
So, how do we make a game? Well, just because we're limited to text and sprites doesn't mean we can't make a game. In fact, many games were made this way, using a mythical and magical technique called 2D games.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Okay, yeah, that was a really long intro just to explain 2D. But that is important, because that leads us into our next talking point. And how it's a lot broader than you may think it is. Or maybe you do realize, smartass. But what do I mean? Well, take a look at these two examples. Which one would you say is 2.5D? If you said this one, Incorrect, dumbass, they both are. But how? Well,
I've had to re-record this so many fucking times, but I'm so fucking lost because the definition on Wikipedia doesn't match mine, at least the first one, so then I thought I fucked up. But then you go down to the fucking second definition and that matches mine, so I went, oh, well, I guess I fucking mislabeled it. But then the image that they show I feel like matches the second description better. So then my friend just suggested, well, maybe it is just too fucking broad to label. So I don't fucking know, you be the judge at this point, goddamn.
the definition of 2.5D is anything that looks 3D, but functionally and mathematically is 2D.
Huh?
So you can see how this is getting very fucking broad. That means anything with depth, anything at all, even if it's just like a single pixel depth, is considered 2.5D. Mortal Kombat, 2.5D. Punch Out for the NES, 2.5D. Sailing with Stans, the Gravity Falls dating sim, 2.5. Hang on, wait, what the fuck? So you can see the term 2.5D is very, very fucking broad. But there is still a definition.
Except not really, thanks
Anything
to
that
Wikipedia.
looks 3D, but functionally and mathematically is 2D, is 2.5D. So that person I was talking about earlier that said they made a 3D model and added 2.5D to it.
Okay, so my dumbass didn't explain why they were wrong for doing that, so let me explain that now. Pretty much, they said they were adding 2.5D elements to their 3D model by adding a flat texture to their 3D model. However, by my fuck-ass definition, how it actually works is making something from 2D geometry into 3D looking geometry without actually being 3D. So that is why I said that they were wrong, because you can't go backwards, at least I think. I don't know at this point. This video is so complicated, I don't even...
Yeah, they're a dumbass, they're a fool, they're an ignoramus. I learned that word from Cracker Barrel. Nice 5 points. With all that being said, that's the end of the video, and there's nothing else I need to discuss. At all. In the slightest. Zip. It's right behind me, isn't it?
Look, I don't know where else to put this, but the original composer for Doom, Bobby Prince, I found out he died during the making of this video, and I just want to share my condolences. He made some really fucking awesome music, and it really does sadden me that he's just gone. So yeah, rest in peace, King. I fucking hope you're flying high, man.
Okay. I need to cover this beast, and I'm about to make a bunch of retro game nerds mad, but I don't really think Doom is 2.5D. Okay, alright. Bring it on. Okay. Let it all out. Okay, you can calm down now. You can calm down now. Look, before you make that comment saying I need to kill myself for even suggesting that and writing down my full legal address down there, it's east, by the way, not west, dumbass, get it right. Let me just talk about it first, and for that, well, let's talk about what makes Doom 2.5D. God, how do I even start? Because I need to find something that'll keep the interest of those TikTokers whose brains are mush from those AI meme compilations so they don't click off on that fucking YouTube short of a British guy making the most toxic fucking thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
Gross British.
But what? I got it. Furry sex appeal. So first, I need you to imagine 2 flat planes. That, of course, being 2 furry twinks whose diets consist of nothing but White Monster energy and ice cubes. And we're just going to focus on the first twink for right now. And on him, we're going to draw a simple shape. This is going to be our map. And this is where all the information is pretty much going to be stored. But we can't just put our map information right directly into the fucking display. It would fuck up and it would look like shit. We need to put a point into our map, this being the player, and we need to use a thing called raycasting to lay out the map. Yeah, that's right, you son of a bitch. They had raycasting before your shitty graphics card did, but unlike modern day raycasting where it tells the GPU how fucking shaded something is, this raycasting literally just looks for a wall, and once it hits it, it tells the fucking computer where the wall is. And from that, and some extra fucking information somewhere, but I don't really know, it tells the computer how tall that wall is, what angle to angle it at, and fucking whatnot and what else. and it draws a square onto the display. And it keeps doing that for all the walls, and it keeps drawing more squares until bada bing, bada boom, you got a fucking 3D looking map from a 2D map. 2.5D. Except not really. Look, what I just told you is a really fucking bastardization of how it actually works. I've personally tried to fully understand how it works, and for the life of me, I fucking can't. So, go watch this guy's video on it. It's really good, and it explains it better than I ever fucking could. But from this video, and from personal research I've done, aka I used to play fucking Doom all the time and map in it, it's really fucking not 2.5D, at least not fully. Because Doom could have easily been 3D. In fact, many elements of Doom has 3D, like fucking hitboxes, and fucking you can fall. And there's even some fucking fan ports of Doom that implement 3D. Yeah, that's right, baby. They took away fucking Doom Guy's neck brace. Whoopee. But even in vanilla Doom, there's still the 3D elements. Kinda just feels like a salesman selling me a car with only 2 wheels and calling it a motorcycle. I mean, yeah, sure. But as soon as I get those extra 2 fucking wheels, I'm driving out faster than a US judge with enough alcohol in his system to kill a fucking soccer mom. But if Doom isn't a good example of a 2.5D game, then what is? Well, not fucking Minecraft, that's 3D. So there has to be a modern day game that meets this criteria.
It's Stardew Valley. It's always Stardew Valley, goddammit.
That's right, baby. Stardew Valley is a perfect modern day example of a 2.5D game. That and of course the fucking furry game Deltarune. Both of these are great examples of 2.5D, and in fact, let me demonstrate it with this. That's right. I just walked behind a fucking tree. That's fucking depth. And for Deltarune, just look at it. Everything has some depth to it. There, you can tell there's fucking stairs. Look at the final boss fight. Holy shit. That's depth. That's 2.5D. Both of these using their limited fucking space to make a beautiful 3D looking game from just 2D. And that is fucking 2.5D. Not whatever the fuck this was. That's not 2.5D, you dipshit. That's not 2.5D. And with that, that's the end of the video. I want to thank you all for sticking to the end. I understand this might have been fucking boring for everybody, and like, I'm not the best at explaining. I just wanted to try and entertain people while also ranting about something that pissed me off. That's right, I'm a fucking chud. But I don't know, I just wanted to have fun, and I always get bored whenever I go to like conventions and stuff, and I go into a panel room and the person in there's just like so fucking catatonic, just going, today we'll be looking at this bullshit, this, I don't swear because I'm not that cool. And I just want to bring energy to something that people are talking about, and but yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you have any rebuttals, please comment them, and I'll read them over. And if it is good enough, I'll pin it. I'll pin it. I'll show everybody. You prove everybody that I'm wrong. But yeah, if you liked it, like the video, subscribe. I'll try to make more, or maybe I'll disappear for another fucking 6 years. But if you didn't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Fuck you. No, but seriously, you all have a wonderful day. I'll hopefully see you again soon. And talk to you later. Bye-bye. Really quickly, there's some stains in my drawing tablet. Or at least I thought they were stains, but then I tried removing them and they scraped my drawing tablet. So they just fucking embedded themselves because I left them a little bit too long, I guess. That's fine. I'm not upset about that.
You're like, yeah! And he's dying! Zoinks! 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 Zoinks!